all these closing argument ads. The world's a terrifying place. Be afraid.
I sense it's more.
It was not a substantive argument. It was a scare tactic by the Republican opponents of Democratic incumbents who tried to focus on ISIS and Ebola in the scariest, most non-factual ways to take the eye off.
Where's the debate about
real
ISIS?
issue?
Yeah, those evil Republicans talking about ISIS and Ebola, taking away from the real issues, I guess, like birth control. Joining us now is Tim Graham, executive editor of NewsBusters and director of media analysis at the Media Research Center. And folks, we're going to focus on, and in every one of my Gimme Fives today, we're doing more of the awards, the best notable quotables of 2014, compiled by the Media Research Center, available at mrc.org. And full disclosure, Tim, I am a judge, have been for several years, and I love doing this. And welcome to the show. Happy New Year.
Thank you. The same to you.
All right, so that was Andrea Mitchell with the Blue State Brigade Award for biased campaign coverage. That was on election night, and she just couldn't, I guess it couldn't take the night the Republicans were having, so she blamed it on, misleading Republican candidates.
Yeah, I mean, what really wins this is this whole idea of they focused on the unreal issues like ISIS and Ebola. These were exactly what the media focused on in the last 6 weeks of this race. They really didn't focus on the fall campaign. The closest they got was talking about ISIS and Ebola. So would it be shocking that in some of these races, a candidate would bring up those issues? I think she's thinking of Scott Brown in particular in New Hampshire. They got very upset with him for trying to make Obama's handling of those issues a real concern with Senator Shaheen. Got close, didn't quite win that one, but I mean they were bitter about, it was what she called scary and non-factual reporting or things that Republicans said, meaning things that Andrea Mitchell disagrees with. Yeah.
All right. Now here we got Barbara Walters, who also won the Media Hero Award for her fawning over a woman she called her heroine, I guess, Anita Hill. But here is even a better one, in my view. This is Barbara Walters, the Pantsuit Patrol Award. This will be 24 for boosting Hillary Clinton. This is from ABC's The View, May 16th. Let's watch.
The fascinating list has always been, a particular interest of mine, and then to be on it was an incredible honor.
Well, you are most fascinating, and you're right, I feel like calling her Hillary. I think you've been on our most fascinating list more than anyone, and you were the most fascinating. No matter what their political view, you are someone we admire, and for me, it's more than admiration, it's very deep affection. No matter what she does, she will always, to me, be the most fascinating.
Oh, my friend. Thank you.
I don't have a barf bag here, so I really can't relieve myself. I mean, is this what we can expect if she runs? I mean, from the entire media, it doesn't seem, based on the coverage of her book tour, that it'll be that, kissy-kissy.
Most of the book interviews were pretty bad. I'm still a little surprised that Diane Sawyer on ABC spent about 8 minutes on Benghazi. So that was a shocker. This was the final Barbara Walters appearance on her show, The View, or at least the final one with her as a member of the cast, so to speak. And so some of this you might be able to say, she's just happy Hillary showed up to make this show special. But I think that's genuine affection as she's explaining it there and saying that she finds Hillary so worthy of admiration. And media people don't have any idea that there are people in America who don't admire her, who don't admire the choices she's made. The whole vast right-wing conspiracy somehow caused my husband to cheat on me. The way she handled the Department of State, the way she won't take responsibility for what happened in Benghazi. It must be somebody below me, or it must be somebody who wrote talking points at the CIA. It's not my fault. And by the way, what difference does it make? So yeah, I mean, we're going to see a lot of Hillary promotion. But look, the pattern is they'll promote any Democrat who runs. They always like them all. In 2008, they liked Hillary. They just liked Barack Obama better.
No, that's absolutely true. And you're right. You bring up a very good point. When push comes to shove, if Hillary's the nominee, you know, they're going to have the knives out for whoever the Republican is, and Hillary could do no wrong. And if you say anything about her, you must not like women. So you're right. That's probably the way it's going to tilt.
Well, and remember, we're going into 2015 remembering that in 2011, the candidates, one by one, the Republican candidates all got pummeled.
Yep.
From Rick Perry to Rick Santorum, and then Mitt Romney once he got the nomination. Every one of these guys, Newt Gingrich, Herman Cain, can't forget what they did to Herman Cain.
Yep, I was going to bring him up with the women. All right, Tim Graham, Media Research Center. Folks, when we come back, we're going to have something very special, so don't go away. More to come straight ahead here on the Steve Malzberg Show, only on Newsmax Television.